The United States Mint has been striking coins for well over 230 years now, and over that long and storied history there has been one constant, a denomination as old as the mint itself, the 1 cent piece. While we did have the first ever small cents with the Flying Eagles in 1857 and 1858, it was actually the Indian head cent that many consider to be the first true 1 cent small cent size coin made in U.S. mint history. And it has gone on to be considered a coin emblematic of the American Wild West due to its iconic design and its relative scarcity today. In 1871, after the series came to near an end, the U.S. Mint ended up melting down over 30 million of these Indian head cents to be restruck as newer coins. That means for many of the older dates, very few of them have survived the test of time at all. And we recently came across an absolute treasure trove of these iconic Indian head cents. And after we went through the whole bucket, we were shocked to find that we had coins from the last 3 decades of issues. That's right, coins from the 1880s, 1890s, and the last decade of issue, the early 1900s. And while our limited supplies last, we are anywhere from $110 to $170 less than our nearest competition's prices for the same 10 coin collections. That 1880 Indian head cent set, so it's 10 coins from 1880 to 1889, in our beautiful Defender holders is item number 905-11650. That's 905-11-650. And at just $79.95, not only are we less than $9 per coin, we are more than $110 less than our nearest competition's price of over $190 for the same 10 coin set. That 1890s Indian head cent collection, the second to last decade of issue, is item number 905-11238. That's 905-11-238. And that second to last decade from the 1890s is just $59.95 tonight. At that price, we are more than $115 less than our competitor's price of $175 for that same second to last decade of issue. And the final 10 coin set in this trio tonight, the 1900s Indian head cents, every coin from 1900 to 1909, is item number 905-11209. That's 905-11-209. And you can give us a call tonight at 1-866-518-5933. Or if you don't feel like using the phone tonight, that's totally fine. You can also head on over to our website, which is avccoins.com. Then once you're on the page, you'll see a search bar on the right-hand side. For the 1880s 10 coin decade set, just type into that search bar 905-11650. If you want the 1890s, that second to last decade, it's 905-11238. Or if you want that last decade of issue with some of the most iconic coins in the series, it's 905-11209. And that last decade of issue at just $49.95 is more than $170 less than our nearest competition. And that's because some of the coins in that last decade are significantly more expensive than our entire decade collection by itself. Just the 1909 coin with our competition costs over $51 today due to the fact that many collectors didn't hang on to that last year of issue Indian head cent. Everyone was focused on that 1909 Lincoln cent fiasco with the VDB initials being originally included on the design. This resulted in many collectors focusing solely on the Lincoln cents from that year and missing out on those 1909 Indian head cents. Our complete last decade is $1.50 less, $1.55 to be exact, less than our competitor's price for just that final year of issue coin. These Indian head cents are living, breathing pieces of U.S. mint history, and they are the true major shift from the old school way of the U.S. Mint operating to a more modern, new school in the 1800s. That's because we went from the small cent, which back in the day was a half cent, the large cent, and then we had that 1 year of issue with the Flying Eagles cents. And then from 1859 to 1909, the Indian head cent was not just a staple for collectors, it was the workhorse of the entire American economy. This is the late 1800s, early 1900s. We're talking about a day and age when penny candy was still several decades off. Back then, 1 cent could still buy you a significant amount at your local market, which is why these coins circulated so heavily. Add in the fact that more than 30 million of them were melted down with 20 years still to go in the series, and you begin to understand why these coins are so hard to find and why coming across complete decades from the 1880s and the 1890s is so special. And just to put it into perspective, how few of these coins they struck 1.8 billion coins across every single year of issue. That's 54 strikes over 50 full years, an average of about 34.2 million per strike. Yet from 1909 to 1919, just that first decade of the Lincoln cent, they produced more coins than the entire Indian head cent series. Well over 2 billion. So well over 1.5 billion more coins were struck in just the first 10 years of the Lincoln cent. To put it in perspective, today, we strike tens of billions of coins every single month. That's why the Indian head cents are a lot scarcer than many collectors would believe today, and why our competitors' prices are so astronomically high. They went over $190 for the 1880s Indian head cent decade. We're $110 less at $79.95. For that 1890s Indian head cent decade, they won at least $175. And 2 of those coins we could only find in cull condition quality. All of these coins are going to arrive in collector's quality circulated condition while still being more than $115 less at $59.95. And the best value tonight, thanks to our competitors' ridiculous prices for that last year of issue coin, our 1900s last decade collection at just $49.95 is more than $170 less than our competition's price over $220 for those coins. That last decade set is currently priced for less than $1.50 than what our competitor is asking for just the 1909 coin by itself. Call in now and get your collections tonight while you still can.